Oak Park, and we're in Shelby County. I have never been the only person here, and I think that is because it's hot and it's the middle of the day. But I'm here hiking with my dog Calvin today, and this park has really lovely restrooms, which I just benefited from. And here is the map of the park. So Calvin and I are walking on Morning Dew, and this part of the trail has been here for probably 2 years now, and it's a nice, even, easy walk to a creek. There's some new sections in this park that I have not explored that are connectors to the other side, which I hike more often. So I'm not really sure how many miles I'm proposing to go, but we'll start out with the easy walk. You might be able to tell that these trails are being used by mountain bikers. This one is reasonably packed down and not really rocky in the first place, so it's not making such an impact. But I feel like it's a disadvantage for hikers that the bikes rough up the trail so much. So here we're passing a sweet little creek, and even though it's the middle of the day in the heat of summer, it's really not that bad here. I'm not even sweating. Calvin's not panting too bad either. Kind of muddy. It's not much water, is it, bud? I'm at the 1 mile mark. It's been about 30 minutes, and I've gained exactly 100 feet of elevation, which is unusual that exactly 1 mile is 100 feet. So I just thought I would mention it. Still out here with just Calvin and the bird song. No other hikers today. So we've made it to the creek, and Calvin is lapping up water and laying in the creek. Happy boy. Pretty spot, and I'm glad to see it's running. There's this great bridge, and it's at this point that we're going to cross, but take the trail on the far side of the creek. It says, should I stay or should I go? It says, should I stay? Suppose I added that, should I go? So, should I stay? A 1 mile trail. It's gonna be rocky. And then back where we were, Morning Dew. There's also this option that goes to the road, which is very steep, but it does have a way to cross this mountain. It's just not that pretty. And then here is the trailhead trucking. This is quite a junction. And then here's more of the road that I've done before, but it's just not as pretty as the trails. Trucking goes over the mountain, and I've been that way several times, so we're gonna try Should I Stay because it's new for me. still on the Should I Stay trail. We've only been 100 feet or so, and my guess about losing that creek was incorrect. Here we are still in this ravine, and even though it's mid-July, it's got a nice amount of water. We're walking along this rock field. Creek to our right. Here we still are on the Should I Stay trail, and this is just lovely. It feels like we're in the Appalachian Mountains for sure. This creek is this moss-covered rock. This really moss-covered rock next to my good boy. Calvin decided he was hot again. Be hot, buddy. It is 12:46 and I am really not hot. I mean, I've got a light sweat, but this has been so pleasant down here in this creek. And I see a bridge coming, so we're about to put another marker and have to figure out which way we're going. So now we're on Should I Go, and we seem to be losing the creek. And I see this switchback up here. Not sure, should I go or should I have stayed and gone back along the creek? I think this one's gonna be harder. So this rocky path, this is much more common around the trails in this park, and it is helping me pick up my pace because I'm just looking at my footing and walking instead of seeing any lovely scenery to take in. But just be warned, if you're coming to this park, a lot of it looks like where the bicyclists have made these rocks loose, probably like it just slipped. So it's definitely a shared space. It's not exclusively for hikers to follow. The previous two trails, because they are so flat, maybe that's why they had less use by the bikers. Junction from Should I Go, and there was this road, which I think is titled Holler Road. We're gonna go downhill back toward the creek, staying along the creek, and pick up on the trail that we came in. That was so shady and nice. So I came out of that trail too early and we ended up in a fallen tree on the road. So I should just stayed with it. And then here's where the one titled Landslide picks up. So from Landslide, here is Morning Dew, which is surprising. So we just came from that intersection that said Morning Dew and Landslide. Here we're about to hit a little switchback, so where we were was new, and the bench well, there's a bench I'll show you in a minute, is at the bottom of this little hill. So here we are approaching the sign for the Landslide Trail and the bench I was mentioning. About the woods in Alabama is that when you look around, there's this lace-like pattern of the sun coming in through lot of shadow. It's just so pretty to me. All the texture, all the variety of different types of trees and their leaves.
Thanks for joining me. I totaled about 5 miles and I'm glad you were with me.